Welcome to the Veterans in Politics Talk Show. Join us every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, live stream on Facebook. Folks, we're back. This is Steve Sanson and Stephanie Phillips for another episode of Veterans in Politics. Today, our guest is Patrick Boylan, UNLV Regent for District Number 5. But before we get to Regent Boylan, Ms. Phillips.
Thanks for joining us, everybody, and thank you to our sponsors. We have Becky Harris. She's running for Clark County Commission, District F. Her website is electbeckyharris.com, electbeckyharris.com. We have Jill Douglas. She's running for Assembly District 37. Her website is jilldouglas.com, jilldouglas.com. We also have Henderson's Mayor, Michelle Romero. She's running for re-election. Her website is votemichelleromero.com, votemichelleromero.com. We also have Judge Jennifer Schwartz. She's running for re-election for Department 17. Her website is judgeschwartz.com, judgeschwartz.com. And we also have Judge Jacob Reynolds. He's running for re-election for Department 29. His website is judgejacob.com, judgejacob.com. We also have George Harris. He's running for Senate District 8. His website is votegeorgeharris.com, votegeorgeharris.com. We also have Sherry Struthers. She's running for City Council in North Las Vegas, Ward 1. Her website is sherryfornevada.com, and that's F-O-R, sherryfornevada.com. And we also have Christine Brewer. She is running for Family Division, Department S. Her website is christinebrewerforjudge.com, and that's the number 4, christinebrewerforjudge.com. And our newest one is Darwin Moda. He is a veteran, and he, in an act of self-defense, he has been now charged with open murder. And we interviewed him on our show a couple weeks ago. If you would like to know more and get in contact with him, his phone number is 702-717-5970. Also, don't forget to grab your copy of Steve's book, How to Navigate Nevada's Family Court System. If you are a family court litigant and you don't have an attorney and can't afford one, jump on Amazon. This is $14.99. It is a self-help book, and it will help you navigate that system. Also, we have a merch store. It's vipimerch.com, vipimerch.com. There's all kinds of fun things for you to check out there. Also, for my rant, when President Trump was in town, what was that, last week? Yeah. Whenever that was. Wednesday. When President Trump was here, all of the Republican congressional nominees were announced by him, except for one. And 2 of them actually got to speak. And I've seen this happen before, where there is a Republican nominee left out of the mix and not allowed to speak. They're not announced. And I think that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the leadership, the NVGOP probably tells Trump, here's our nominees, announce them. But why was Cody Whipple left out for CD4? The only one not mentioned. And he should have been mentioned because he got the most votes in CD4 since they've been keeping records, to my understanding. So the fact that our own Republican leadership leaves out a Republican nominee who was there, all 4 of the nominees were there, that to me is not leadership. That is terrible. And I've seen you guys do this before. But you can sit up there in front of all the Republican members and tell us, vote red down the ticket. Make sure you vote for all the Republicans and unite and stop the infighting and all of this. But yet you at the top leave out a Republican nominee, Cody Whipple, for CD4. It is disgraceful. It is embarrassing. It is shameful, and it should not happen. If I were leading the Republican Party, I would make sure every single one of those federal candidates were not only mentioned, but up there speaking for at least a minute, each one of them. I don't know why people are left out. I would love the answer to that. I would love to know who gives the notes to Trump, Mike, I know you're backstage with Trump. I don't know who is in charge of all of this, but ultimately it lands in your lap because you are the state chair of the Republican Party in Nevada. I just think it's terrible. I when I heard that he was left out like that, I just shook my head because that happened in 2024 with another candidate, federal candidate, and it just shouldn't happen.
You know they leave them out deliberately.
I know. That is my opinion as well. I believe they're left out, especially Cody, because we know the history there. Since he's been running, we know, others in that race. But anyway.
They're too busy worried about what the average member is doing instead of what the leadership is doing. And the leadership is the ones that are making the decisions. And don't worry about a regular member endorsing Democrats. So effing what? Worry about the damn leadership, the ones that has the president's air, that don't even announce a congressional candidate, that had over 20,000 votes in the primary, slaughtered his primary Republican candidate, slaughtered, had the highest votes for any congressional district number 4, and had the highest votes for any congressional district rather. And you guys just leave them out. It's a shame. But yet you talk about unite bullshit. Yeah. That's just pacifying people. We know what you're doing. So
it's hypocritical. And those notes should have gone to Trump. And that should have been announced.
And then the other thing is that they like to point fingers at each other. Oh, I have nothing to do with it. No, bullshit. You do. Yeah. Stop lying. Tell that to people that haven't been in the business that you have nothing to do with it. Of course you have something to do with Mike McDonald. Of course you did. You could, like you told me privately, hey, I could get anybody out of the Republican Party I want. So if you could do that, why can't you have Trump announce a congressional candidate for District Number 4 against Stephen Horsford? Why? You don't want him to win? You want that David Flippo over in District 2 to win, that carpetbagger, instead of somebody that's truly a real conservative, that's truly lived in the congressional district for many, many years, and a rancher? Really? Stop, man.
Well, he's the one that Mike bet you that Horsford was going to win, right?
Yes,
walking out of Jill Douglas's event.
He bet me. He tried to bet me twice.
Yeah,
twice.
That Horsford would beat Cody. You don't bet against your Republican nominee. I'm sorry, you just don't.
And I thought it was a private bet, and then he announced it publicly as he was walking out that, hey, I'll bet you that Cody Whipple's going to lose to Stephen Horsford. That's leadership, right? So I know you deliberately left Cody Whipple out, deliberately left him out. And you talk about going red down the ticket. That's asinine. You yourself don't do that.
We need a complete overhaul of leadership at the top, at the state. In my opinion, yeah, we do.
Well, anyways.
A lot of people agree with us.
And all you folks out there that sees all the stuff that's going on and you do nothing, it's just on you. It's just on you. Say nothing, do nothing, you get nothing. There you go. If you want new leadership, make changes. And by the way, Michael McDonald, you are the longest serving chairman in the country because people like us vote you in. That's why. Anyways.
They forget that, though. They forget how they got there.
Yes, I'm sure.
And by the way, we all know you control the votes, too. So that's another thing, putting names and pushing names for people that shouldn't even be there. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. Mr. Boylan. Regent Boylan, how you doing today?
Mr. Sanson, always good. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, it's my honor, my pleasure. Oh, I shouldn't be messing with my mic.
Don't mess with the mic.
No.
Could you give us a bio, please?
Sure. But before I do that, can I say something about... okay.
Of course you can. Please.
He says no, I'll say it.
Please. Go ahead.
I had the same issue running for Regent again this year. We've got 2 Democrats who beat me, and I'm the incumbent who got more votes than what have been the people who have been, and you need to look into that maybe, hopefully, my area was shrunk up from the last time, and we've got more people voting in that shrunk up area, and I'm still waiting for the actual numbers from Oseguera, his office, the guy who's in charge of
Aguilar?
the
Secretary
Aguilar.
of State?
Sorry, yeah.
Secretary of State.
That's the office. I've questioned them. I've asked for a FOIA to see if that's true, because last year the Democrats, they gerrymandered my area, made it smaller, made it to fit my opponent, and then had the next, she's a young girl with no life experience, nothing, and she beat me.
Oh my gosh.
And I won this the last time with a bigger area, with more people. So there's something funny. I did get in touch with the Republican Party and I asked them to support me. No, they didn't want to have anything to do with me.
Who did you get in touch with?
You just said Douglas? Jill Douglas. I talked to her, then I talked to the other lady who has an Asian name. There's a lady with an Asian name, but that's the Clark County lady, I think. I forget her name.
Jill Douglas is our Republican Clark County Central Committee chairwoman now. She just took over.
She just took over.
Last
Yes.
summer, was it?
I met her at
Mm-hmm.
a Hearn luncheon, the Republican
Yeah.
luncheon thing.
Yes.
And I mentioned that to her, that I'll need Republican support. Maybe she forgot, but I wrote to this lady who has a Asian name or Southeast Asian name, and I never heard back. I let people know at the Republican lunches, and also Joe Brown's lunch he has the next day at her. No support. Now, the last guy I beat, he was, I won't mention any names, he was even supported by Congresswoman Dina Titus. She put out a really nasty flyer about me, which I liked, and I still beat that guy.
Why she's involved in your race for?
Because she was supporting him.
Who was that? Do you know?
Who was she
No,
supporting?
yeah, who was the guy?
Spiritus, Dr. Spiritus,
Oh.
who you guys chose over me, and I
Really?
still beat her.
Uh,
So
I have to talk to the panel from
you guys.
from back then.
No, I know.
I don't know
It
who was on-
him, not you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the panel
No,
was.
this is just between him and me.
Okay.
I always like to,
But you had some controversy about, wasn't it the boys and girls sport issue? Was it that issue?
No.
Oh,
They want to use that, but there's no controversy there. When you're trying to protect girls, our female athletes from men playing, just because it's not a politically correct thing to do with I'm concerned with protecting the girls.
Yeah.
I'm concerned with that. I had them come demonstrate and a whole bunch of things. I've got another issue that's going on right now also, that they've threatened me, and I've got the police department as well as Metro are looking into that, because I spoke up about something to do with the Boring Company having a station at UNLV. And there was certain left-wing, I can only call them anarchists, maybe part of Antifa. They came and demonstrated because I said that I would go with them and they should stop demanding things. They need to learn to request things. They were demanding in their letters to us. So if you call that controversy or controversy, yeah, I will still go for it. I'm not going to stop. If I think something is right, I will fight for it.
Good.
And I'll stand up for it.
Okay.
So there's been a whole bunch of things that I've stood up, and the newspapers and the TV stations here in town are very left-wing, and they're not going to give me the time of day. They don't want my name out there. So whatever the reasons are, it's something I'll keep on fighting for. The good of NSHE, which is Nevada system of higher education.
Can we get your bio?
He's still out of my bio.
Let's start over.
I know. Oh, okay. Yeah. So was I just speaking to the windows, or
Oh no,
Was that being
you're speaking
recorded?
to the public, but
You're
we usually
speaking to
start
those
with the
cameras over there.
Yeah, I
With
don't
the
see a
bio.
light on there in that camera, so I was wondering. Okay,
Oh,
No, it's on.
it's on.
it's on.
It's also on Facebook Live right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Okay, you should have told me. I would have said some sweet things. But yeah,
We have no edits. It just comes out as it comes out.
that's
So
awesome.
yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I was elected to the State Board of Education, which is K through 12, from 2004 or 2002 to 2006, and then I was elected to the Nevada System of Higher Education from 2020 to 2021 to 2027. It ends this year for me, 6 years. I've been in education. I started the first bachelor's program in Homeland Security in the country in a university in Indiana. So I've been in education as a chair, as a lecturer. Oh, I used to teach, I was just going to say across the street, because you guys used to be across the street at the community college. But at the community college, I was a computer instructor for a long time. And I still do safety and threat analysis for different companies. And I've taught the military, Army, Navy, been in a ship in the Middle East.
He was an intelligence instructor
Yes, I was an intern. You remember that? Look at this guy.
on a Navy destroyer in the Middle East.
Yes, exactly.
He's got a cheat sheet over there,
he's
so
got
he
a
knows
cheat-
if you leave something out.
If I leave something, and I'm thinking, well, I forget. He's got it.
Center for Strategic Analysis,
Yes, yeah, that was my.
First Responders Enforcement, Military Personnel, including personnel in Nellis Air Force.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yeah, I taught them all, given them seminars, lectures, talks.
Mm-hmm.
And education is a big thing for me. I think we are destroying education, especially under the last administration. What was his name? The old guy.
Biden?
Biden. Yeah. The
older guy.
the older guy. That's right. The older
The guy that's not all there that
That's
could,
not all there.
barely
Right,
function. Yeah,
right,
that guy.
right. Yes, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. I'm sounding like him now. Who's that? His name?
We're
Biden.
still in your bio, right?
Yeah.
We're still in the bio. Right?
You're still in the bio.
Your bio.
You're right. We are. Okay.
So how about the master's degree in crisis management?
Oh, yes. I got a master's degree in crisis and emergency management. And Joe Lombardo, who's the governor now, he was in the class with me. And he also ended up being a student because I was teaching part of the counterterrorism classes for UNLV, for that program. That program died. And I remember Lombardo, still in my bio.
Still in your bio.
Okay, then I'll shut up and try and think
Lombardo
what
has
else
his
I
own
can
race.
say. He has his own race, so I won't say anything about those guys. But yeah, that's about my bio.
And you also chair this security committee and
Yes, I
serves
do.
on audit, compliance, and
Yes,
Title what?
Title IX. It
9
was.
committee.
Mm.
Okay.
Not now. I'm not on the Title IX. I'm still
you're
the
not there anymore.
chair of the Safety and Security Committee, and that's why I said I like to keep the girls secure. My students, I call them my students, but it's all of our students for NCHI. And I didn't think that boys should be playing males should be playing against women.
But hasn't that been banned now at the college level?
No, it
Has
no one
now-
was speaking up about it. I was the first person to do it in 2024.
But is
And-
that banned now in Nevada at a college level that biological boys can't be in women's sports?
We are still at the college level. People are very, they don't want to stand up and make a stance on anything till, let it come through the high courts and let it come through the Supreme Court and let everybody say it. Now you'll notice that these same guys that are running for office, it was a big issue that we want to keep men out of girls' sports. Now you don't hear it in their ads on TV or anything. You know, the governor and the others in our Republican Party that was a big thing for them, but now you won't hear that. So
So is
It's-
that a thing or not?
we haven't
It
done
should be black and white.
It should be black and
Yes
white.
or no?
Yeah, totally. It should be a black and white issue, and we should be announcing it, or we should be making it one of our policies, but we haven't done it yet. I'm talking about the board. the Board of Regents.
Why not? How come it hasn't been brought up for a vote?
Well, the last time it was brought up, we had a demonstration and the people came in and demonstrated against us. So
the board is too liberal and they don't
That's
agree with
50-50.
this, or you don't have enough votes
we don't
to
have
pass
enough
it.
votes, and I don't care about that. It just has to be passed. And I think our new chair, I think she will bring it up.
Who's the new chair?
Goodman. Stephanie
Steph-
Goodman.
And how many people are on the board?
13. I know.
How many women are on the board?
I
At
think
least
there's-
5, 6?
No, there's more.
way more.
There are way more. There's 7 or 8.
That should be like a slam dunk.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, if they can define a woman, yeah, it should
If
be.
they can
Mhm.
define a woman, and
Yeah.
yes, this old Irishman defining the women and standing up for them. Right, the women on our board were against me for saying that. Oh my gosh, that is so. You cannot do that. That's terrible. Education, we've got to allow everybody in anything. I'm like, it's not fair for the women, right? They get hurt.
It's shown over and over again.
ma'am.
Nationwide, these women are getting hurt all over the place.
Yes.
It's just a biological fact. The men are stronger and they hurt these women. And who wants to go change in front of these men in the locker rooms with their ding dongs hanging out? Nobody wants that. No one wants to protect the girls. They want to protect this one,
Yes.
some guy pretending, playing pretend.
Yeah, because I call them men masquerading as women. So
Oh,
all the newspapers in this town, the TV station, then they talked to me. Then they were all after me and questioning me and taking interviews because I dared to say that they're men masquerading as women.
They are. They're playing pretend.
Totally. Totally, but they don't want to face the truth.
No.
The people don't.
So you have earned a master's degree and a bachelor's degree.
2 master's degrees.
Two
I've got
master-
a master's
excuse
degree.
me, 2
I know,
master's
excuse
degrees
me.
and a
Education
bachelor's degree.
leadership. Yes, sir.
So how important is it to hold 3 college degrees and being on the University of Board of Regent than not?
I think it's very
How about just
important.
one college education? How about at least just one?
Totally. I agree with you. And the last time I was here, I said the same thing to him. I totally agree that people, but at the same time, I have to say then the legislators who set out laws, we change for the legislators.
Yeah, like they did for the sheriff.
I totally agree with
They
that.
made you have to be post certified in 5 years to be a sheriff. Back
To be
in
a
the
sheriff, yes, sir.
day, any Yahoo could have ran for sheriff.
Totally. And they
Justice of the peace. Before
Yes.
you didn't even matter how many years you served as a lawyer in Nevada.
did. Yeah.
You could go run for justice of the peace, and now you have to be 5 years?
Now you can go over the hill and be the justice of
5
the peace,
years.
but now you have to be 5 years.
5
in
years practicing
Las
attorney.
Vegas and
Yeah.
Reno only.
So they should change University of Regent too, and say you have to have some type of college degree.
Totally.
Minimum of a bachelor's.
Yeah, to be on the board.
I totally agree with it. And like I said, by the same token, the legislature won't do that. So they should change theirs too.
And there's one on the board who doesn't even have a degree that dropped out of college. Is that right?
Who's that?
Is-
Brooks.
No, he's got a degree now.
When did he get
what
that?
kind of degree? And when did he get it?
2 years back.
Oh.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, so he finally finished his.
And what degree is that? Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it, but he told us he got a bachelor's
Oh,
degree.
he told you.
Yes.
That's very nice of him.
Yes, it's very nice. And I think it's a good thing he did it.
Okay.
Well, but he was first elected without.
It was a college dropout when
A
he first
bachelor's.
elected.
Yeah,
Yes.
there were quite a
Degree.
few. There were quite a few, actually.
Yeah, that's interesting
Yeah.
that people on the Board of Regents
Yes.
for higher education should at least have a 4-year college education.
See, I'll go back to the same thing again. Then everybody on the school board must at least have a degree in teaching. It's not possible. Everybody on the legislature should have a lawyer's degree or something, which I don't agree with because I don't care for lawyers. I'll say it up front. There's a joke. Can I tell you a joke while we're at just such a serious thing?
Yes, and then we're going to go back to the school board for a second.
Yeah. You know about St. Patrick, right? He's the
Tell
patron
us.
saint of Ireland. He's my patron saint. He went to Ireland and he turned out all the snakes from there. Do you know what happened to them? They came to America and became lawyers. So all your judges and lawyers who are going to hear me say that are going to hate me. But
my goodness.
that's what happened. That's what I think about lawyers. So the legislature is crooked. You haven't found a crooked person on the board, but they're always screwing with us. They have destroyed the Nevada System of Higher Education Board. They want to, I'll tell you, we get $80 a day for a meeting. And we prepare, I do, 20 hours for each meeting. So by the time we calculate, it's 35 cents an hour. And that's not the big thing. I don't care about that. I don't need that kind of money. We don't get to get free classes at UNLV or any of the colleges. All the other employees do. We don't get to do any of this thing. The legislature has now cut down our term from 6 years to 4 years. They've cut down the amount of people from 13 to 9. They don't do anything good for the Board of Regents, but they do all these things. We had question 1 a few years back, and we've got all these things going on. They never say, let's do something for the Board of Regents who are doing all this work. Mm-hmm. So I think half our problems in Las Vegas.
You need a lobbyist. That's what you need. Apparently. Because they're not just going to go and do something for the Board of Regents without somebody's lobbying them.
Yeah, but where do the Board of Regents get their lobbyists?
Well, I mean...
We don't, and she does.
You got to have lobbyists.
And she does, not the Board of Regents.
And who's writing your BDRs?
We don't have a Board of Regent lobbyists.
Well, you probably need
one.
And
she people do it.
But can't you guys go down there and lobby for yourselves?
I wish I had the money to do that. I would have gone and lobbied for the thing. But one person standing up there, they want to destroy this board just like
I used to go down there all the time and lobby.
I love this guy.
for things that have nothing to do with me.
Totally. No, I agree with you. But like I said, it should be done. They should do more. And we cannot just cover it up and say, okay, you guys, we don't have the money or the authority, really, to go there. I cannot fly up to Reno and back with I'd spend that money on beer. I'd rather do that. And, life is short.
You know what?
Why would I spend my money on
Regent Boylan, if it's important to you,
it is.
You'll do it. Just like there was one year I flew up to Carson City at least 4 times.
Did you?
At least. In one session.
You're the man.
But you can also testify here.
You can.
Remotely on the Zoom, so you could do that too.
Yes. But we've never had this encouragement from the legislature to do anything. They want to break up these boards, so they appoint their own people in there as a gift for someone who gives them money or votes for them. They did it to the State Board of Education. Then they did it to the school board. And now they're doing it to the Board of Regents, which they've been trying for many years, because they want to give those out as gifts. Oh, here's a gift for you. I'm a regent. Oh, I'm on the school board. They're not the kind of people who really want to do something because they feel like doing it. Now, I'm not saying all our people, even those on our board right now, are doing it just for a step up to become mayor or governor or something.
Tell everybody what the Board of Regents does.
The Board of Regents, yeah.
What do you guys do?
We set the policies. We set the policies for higher education in Nevada for all the colleges and universities. Now, are all those policies followed by everybody? No. Is there anything we can do legally against them? No. All we can do is complain to the AG, and nothing is ever done. There have been complaints made there, but nothing has been done in that department. There's nothing you can do, but they will come at us. Oh, well, the last chancellor we had before this guy was Urquiaga. He tried to make it look, he threw wee little grenades and bombs all over the place when he was leaving. Oh, it's the regents, they haven't done anything. Oh, you're the chancellor, man. You've got the power to hire and fire anybody in the Nevada system of higher ed, except the presidents. We have to be consulted to hire and fire them, but he can still do it.
Did you win this last race?
Just now?
Yes.
No.
Did
Why do
you,
you think I'm complaining so much about my numbers?
did you show up to our endorsement interview?
No. Did
Okay,
you?
moving along.
Yeah. I did. When I did, I didn't win it either.
So that don't mean anything.
No, it does mean something.
But what happened 4 years ago doesn't
Yes.
that mean it's the same thing that's going to happen
Nearly 6.
today?
Yeah.
6 years ago. I mean, it's a different panel. You have it's a different election. You have different people you're running against. So the whole scenario is all different.
Yes.
I don't know why people get in that mindset that they think, hey, I didn't get it 6 years ago. I'm not going to get it today. 6 years ago, you were running against these brainiacs, that brainiac, and this year you probably be running against stupid people. So the candidates are all different.
Right.
The panel members are different.
And that's why I'm
The
here.
year is different. The feel is different.
Totally, I agree.
Why are people always looking through their rearview mirror?
No.
Why don't people look through their windshield, know where the hell they're going, instead of keep looking through that rearview mirror to see what's behind them?
No.
Why do people do that?
I do both because
Why didn't you
If
show
you-
up? Why didn't you show up, Regent Boylan?
someone
You
called
coulda
me-
won.
Someone called me saying doctor something, and I'm like,
Dr.
this is
Madoff. He's the one that calls
Maybe
everybody
that
up.
was
Yes.
the name.
No, maybe that's who it is.
Okay.
So you got the call and you ignored it. What happened if that was a student?
You knew me, and you knew that I'd won. You could have put me through instead of saying, "Oh, but it's in our."
Look. I got a whole lot of stuff to do.
Oh,
If I got one guy that's calling up everybody, why do I need to like too many chefs making the soup?
Totally. They
If
messed it
he's
up.
doing it, then he
Yeah,
should do it.
Should be doing.
I shouldn't have
I
nothing to
didn't
do with it.
trust it. I was like, I don't know who this.
And then you got emails. You got emails too, tons of them.
Did I?
And then it's all over social media. I mean, we put it out there.
I
You
only
still
see
didn't
what
show up.
you send me personally.
You still did not show up,
And I
but
showed
then
up
you're
now.
complaining that you didn't win.
No, I'm not complaining that because I didn't show up at your event, I didn't win. No, I'm complaining about this fact that I already explained it, that my area was made smaller just to fit.
You
my
could have won.
opponent. And
You never know.
you never know.
Because
never
when we
know.
do our endorsement interviews,
Yeah.
what do? We publicize it. We give you guys free marketing. All you candidates, we give you free marketing. Win, lose, or draw, you're there all over the place
Free
so people
marketing.
can see.
Yeah.
And they still don't show up. Some of you candidates are just stupid.
Stupid and think too much of yourself.
Yeah.
I felt enough that
Get
you
out of your
know
own
me.
head.
I
Get out of your
know.
own way.
Yeah, right. Get out of your own way.
You voted against a 12% tuition increase. Why did you do that?
I don't feel that students can keep up this burden with all the expenses, all the problems they're having. And then we've got so many people in higher education, especially in admin, who have these humongous salaries. And we have too many people in admin. From my first day, I've been fighting it. We haven't got too far with anybody because most of the people are bought and sold. I shouldn't be saying that.
They are.
They are.
All right. I mean, let's just speak the truth. I was going to ask you about that anyway.
Please.
Who appropriates, who determines what these admin people, their salaries? I mean, they're horrendously expensive. And then, they want to
We
pass it on. You don't. Who does? Who's in
The-
charge of that?
The chancellor and the presidents. In fact, I had questioned one president who's gone now. He was of CSN, why they had so many vice presidents. I'm like, you got too many, like making the soup.
Top heavy.
Too many.
Very
It was
top
top
heavy.
heavy.
What kind of
Terrible.
salaries do they make at the top down? What is it? Hundreds of $400,000?
Yes.
Yeah, at the president,
above.
and then
And above, and then they make like 300,000 and 350,000. We have a secretary who's
Oh, hold on. They were paying Dina Titus $140,000 for a part-time job, less than a part-time job.
denatizes. Oh, you want me to start naming all the people who were?
Yeah, name them all.
Okay. I'll give you the first person. When I got on, Rory Reid was hired by the CSN, getting $60,000 a year for part-time work, doing nothing. And I questioned that. But people were afraid because of his pops, the old guy, Harry, I was going to say Harry Reid. But Rory Reid was on it and getting 60,000. And I said, what the are you guys doing? The next thing, he gave in his resignation, he was gone. So I was like, okay, good. At least he got the idea that I'm not going to be like everybody else and I'm going to fight it. I fought the presidents for the number of people, vice presidents, up the yin-yang. I mean, I'm like, what, if you need so many people to be your vice, then you are not doing your job. You're not worth it. You need to go. And I don't know if he left after that, but people don't like what I say because I say it up to their face.
You guys hold your meetings at UNLV?
Oh, all over the place.
Oh.
Those are at the different colleges, different
Sometimes at
Reno also.
UNLV, right? And you had 3 professors that got shot, right?
4 actually.
4.
3 died.
3 died.
All right.
That's probably where I got the 3 from.
Right.
So, what has the Regent done for student safety? And are you in a position, because Michelle Fury, when she was Assemblywoman, put up this campus carry bill to carry a concealed weapon on college campus.
Right.
Do you think that would have made a difference if one of the professors had a weapon or a student had a weapon? Do you think that would have made a difference with the 3 people that got killed, the 3 professors that got killed, and the 4 people that would have shot?
I'm all in favor of that. I believe that people trained well should be allowed to carry, because only the bad guys carry where it says a nice sign. Only the good people like, ooh, there's a sign, I shouldn't carry. Well, it's too bad. Even if I see a sign, I still carry, because the sign is not going to save my arse. My life. The sign is going to just be a sign, and the bad guys are going to come in. And we lost 4 people who could have been saved by. Now, you know what an AAR is, an after-action report. They do that in the Marines and the military always. A review also, AAR. I have asked for that after that shooting. It's been 3 years now. I still haven't got it. And I'm the chair of the safety committee. I still haven't got that. Why did it happen like this? Why would things... The gist we got of it was the communications. But otherwise, we've had over 500 doors and walls that were broken all over the campus. A whole building with a few hundred offices and classes was closed for a whole semester. Why? It's just the same thing as all the women. Most of the women on the board spoke up against me. In fact, the chair, she is a woman. They wrote a letter against me for saying that men are masquerading as women. And it's broken their hearts. And they were sitting there crying at the meetings, and they didn't cry at the memorials for the shooting of the professors. I even said that. And now one of those women is a senator in our legislature. I won't say the name. If the person was here,
we can't do anything if people just become tight-lipped.
I'm not tight-lipped. I accept names. I told you there was a person.
What's the name?
Stephanie?
No, Stephanie actually wanted to do something, but she didn't speak up either. But I respect her because she did stand by me. She was the only one that stood by me, Stephanie Goodman.
Who hasn't given you the report 3 years later? Who are you waiting on?
Oh, the police department.
Isn't there a time limit?
What department out of
There's
them?
no time limit. It has to be an after-action report. And even the Metro has done the after-action report because they were all there. Metro was there. There was some other, I don't know, your father's uncle's brother's army and everything. They were training in Las Vegas. So they all showed up. And you had one shooter. And the Metro, in fact, one of the cops, from his camera, you could see he's telling the shooter, get out from that door, just keep going. I'm like, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, you're telling the guy who just killed 3 people and shot one, and then one of our cops, nice guy, kid, very brave, he took him down. He did what he was supposed to do.
What has UNLV done differently to avoid, or higher education for that matter, to avoid these types of incidents from not occurring again?
I'm glad you're asking. Now we have doors in most of the buildings, or all of the buildings, where only the people who are supposed to be in there can get in there, with the guards and the students also. We had a wee bit of security for a while at this building. Only, not the others. Only at this building,
Are there armed guards on campus at all?
The police. but no other guards.
How many police armed on the campus at any given time or day?
I'd have to give you a correct answer. I'd have to call or ask the chief. I would say there's about 5 at least at UNLV. I would say that. Now, about the... I mentioned that. For over 500, 600 doors in the walls that were broken down. I don't know. They took UNLV as a practice place, because I asked Metro, I even said we should ask Metro to pay for the damage they did. There was no need for that damage.
Yeah, why did they do that when they
Please
they couldn't
find
find
out
the
and
shooter?
ask me.
They couldn't find the shooter?
Yes.
They didn't
couldn't
know where he
find out.
was?
They didn't know where he was.
Oh, so they had to kick in every door.
Bust
Yep.
every door and wall.
Yeah.
The walls were broken in, and the guy was long dead. One of our young fellows, undercover cop, he shot him.
Oh, so they didn't get the communication.
Exactly.
So they were still trying to clear the building.
I have no idea what it was. They didn't get again, that's why you need these AARs, after action reports, so we can find out what's wrong so we can fix it. But they don't want to talk about it.
Did you have to file a FOIA request for that?
No, not for that. Every committee meeting I ask about that, and I eventually got it, which was for another thing. Eventually, after a year, I got the AAR for the event at the Nevada State University when the cops from Arizona were chasing these guys, and they ended up in the university, which used to be the college. Eventually we got it, because again, there were things that were not done correctly. But the police, and God bless you, I love some of the cops, I don't love them all. They're a holy cow that you cannot touch. If you say anything wrong about them, you're not going to get away with anything, especially in politics. And I don't consider myself a politician, I'm an educator. But people don't want to question them, because then they shut ranks and you don't get anything.
They should be questioned.
They should
serve
be
the public.
questioned. Totally.
Yes, and all elected,
Totally.
all
elected
electeds
people should
need to be
Yes,
questioned
ma'am.
and held to account. Yes.
Everybody should be held
Mhm.
accountable.
Do you believe these state colleges in Nevada has prepared our students for the job market and to be entrepreneurs and all of that? Do you think the education level that they're teaching them is sufficient enough?
Now, let's look at it like this. You're saying the level, they teach educational level, but have they prepared for the job market? No.
Why is that?
Because
Shouldn't it go hand in hand?
It's true. I agree with you totally. But it's the same old, same old. We are comfortable. Why should we change?
I mean, that's why people go to college, so they could get paid more,
Paid
right?
and
And
get
the
some
job.
money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll end up sitting
Yeah.
with
I mean,
a degree in underwater basket weaving, and then what are you going to do? But the college made some money. Who cares? That's the way it's always been done. So why should we do it differently? Because now you'll have to break eggs to make that omelet. And no one wants to break any eggs in higher education. They are so afraid. I think they're the most biggest cowards as a group in the world to me is higher education. And they don't want to do anything because they'll be questioned. They've got cushy jobs. I mean, I always said this when I was teaching. I imagine I get paid to talk. Oh, I love teaching because I get paid to talk. Well, it's more than that, but it's fun. But yeah, they don't want to change. Change is painful. And nobody wants to change. Because then you have to do something, you have to face your fears and say, yes, this really happened. But if I don't say anything, then no one can blame me and say, hey, but you knew about it.
let me ask you something, because
Yes,
I know
sir.
you were talking about transgender earlier. If a gay or transgender student was across from you
Mm.
and said to you,
Mhm.
Regent Boylan, that you don't represent them,
Mm.
what would you say to that student?
Well, I don't know how they would say I don't represent them, because I don't see what I've ever said about the gays and the transgender. I don't even believe that's a thing. I think that's men masquerading as women. That's a mental problem that needs to be fixed. So I've got nothing wrong with them. In fact, I had lunch with one of the gay guys who was even wearing a dress when he came to have lunch. And I found that, we just called them, and I may be dating myself, but you just called them cross-dressers. There was no such thing as transgender. I didn't even know that word until all of this started. And I said, oh, they're cross-dressers. I have no problem with you. What you do behind your own doors, do it. Don't do it to me. I don't care. I really actually don't care. It's not like I don't mind. I don't care what anybody does. And I would stand for them. I fought for them. I would keep them safe. I have no problem with them.
Do you believe that conversation you had with about the transgender and women and men in women's sports, do you believe any of that had anything to do with you not being reelected?
I don't think people even care about that. The ones that care about it are the politicians and the newspapers and TV stations in town that spoke to him and said that, he said, I'm running for it because of what Boylan spoke about the transgenders. I never said anything about the gays. Hey, you're gay, I'm happy, I don't care. It's doesn't make a difference to me. But I think not one of them.
I thought gay meant happy.
I know, me too. No, you're gay, I'm happy. It's fine.
That was back in the day. I'm gay. You'd be like, oh shit, the guy's happy.
I'm gay and happy, right?
They want to make it about, people are against the LGBTQ community when they say they want to keep boys out of women's sports. It's not, that's their lifestyle. That's their choice. No one is, that's not the problem. They want to make it the problem because they want to paint people as, homophobes and all these other buzzwords that they choose.
Yes.
That's not the issue. Live your lifestyle. Who cares? That's their business.
Totally.
It's protecting women, and they
women.
talk about all these rights and all this, but they don't want to protect all the women. They want to protect that one person
They
that
want
wants
to protect.
to play pretend.
Yeah, and because it's the political thing to do. It's the politically correct thing to do. Like I said, we have more women on the board, and they were against the fact that I dared to say such a thing, that I want to protect the women. And it's not about, it's unbelievable how false people are in politics. You were in politics, weren't you? Yeah. You were also. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were also in politics.
Regent,
so
Regent, we're running out of time, but I have this final question I want to ask you.
Sir.
You got Mo Dennis, former state senator, and Stephanie Molina.
She's instructor at the college or something.
Okay. Those are the two that's set up to replace you.
One of them will replace me.
One of them is going to replace you. Who would you endorse between those two?
Neither.
And why is that?
Because they both feel that they are running for this position because I said that women need to be protected from men in sports. That's the
women need to be protected. Come on. What's wrong with that?
Right. They're not interested in educating people or helping people. They are against Boylan because he dared to say this.
Put a woman in the boxing ring with a man.
They already did that, and the woman was hurt. They already did that.
They did that already.
They did that, and the wrestlers.
Maybe they just want
basketball.
Maybe they just want women to get their butts beat up.
It happens in the WNBA all the time.
That's probably what it is.
It's for the political correctness.
It's gross.
Yes, they don't have the balls. Oh, sorry. They don't have the gumption.
You can say that.
They don't have the gumption to stand up and say, no, we must stand for something that's truthful. Sorry, I see you're looking at the clock there.
Mr. Boylan,
yes, sir.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Mark's going to zoom in on you, and this is your final moment to shine. You can say whatever you want. You suckers that didn't vote for me. whatever you want to say.
Suckers for not endorsing me.
Whatever you want to say. The floor is yours.
Am I ready then? All right. Yeah, I think that if anybody wants to get into higher education or K through 12, they should do it because they care about the children, the young people, keep them safe. Now, what's happening in K through 12, we've got all kinds of books in their libraries that show all kind of weird sexual things that children are not ready for. And I've always said this, you can pick up 2 pounds if you're a wee little kid. You can't pick up the 150 pounds there. So then you go higher and higher, you'll get there. but they've just forced this onto our little children. They've done the same thing in higher education, where they're like, oh, let the men play against the women. Don't give the women the chance to shine. Don't give them the ability to show what they can do. And just like the young lady here said, you know, the men have got bigger muscles, they've got bigger bones, there's different energy we have. We are welded together differently. And I think it's a matter of safety. My concern is safety and security. The same thing that I teach my female trainees now, and I teach them how to be safe and to be secure. So I really don't care if anybody voted for me or didn't vote for me. I know that I did the right thing, and I'll do it again. It won't make a difference. I'm not a politician. I'm an educator. And I thank you and you for bringing me here and allowing me to vent like that. It feels so good. And but I especially thank you for all the work you've been doing for all the years. We've known each other a while, and I've stood by you at a few things against the court.
Few folks.
A few folks in the court system, and I respect you a lot for that.
Well, thank you, Regent Boylan.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on the show.
I'm a real brown noser, so I'll say it up to your face.
All right, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Phillips.
Thank you.
Folks, that's Patrick Boylan, UNLV, Nevada System of Higher Education Regent for District Number 5. We hope that this program has been educated and informative for you. And maybe one day you probably want to bring Regent Boylan back to the Board of Higher Education.
More than that, because the board is quite useless. If I do go, I'll go for Congress.
Oh, well, there you have it.
Against Dina Titus.
There you have it.
You're paying attention.
Are you putting your candidacy out there for the next year?
No. I'm just.
And we don't even know if she's going to win this one.
It's going to be close, but I'll be here for that one for sure. Whatever I'm running for, I don't give up.
Well, thank you, folks. It's Steve Sands, Stephanie Phillips for Veterans in Politics. Don't go away. We have another show.
Join us every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, live stream on Facebook.